Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie. I hope you are perfect, whole, and complete. Oh my God, I'm a little tired, y'all. I was at the post office uh, mailing some stuff, and it took a while, and I still didn't get the receipt because they told me it's going to take a while. They're going to work with they're going to help other people, and I should come back later to get my receipt. So I'm going to wait for that, but they'll call me on top of that. They will call me, and actually they'll call Eric. So anyway, that it kind of gets me a little tired. But it was kind of better because they didn't just sit there and waste my time. They sent me on. So as soon as that goes out, I will send a receipt to my two clients that thank you for your patience and waiting. So yeah, so at this point, I'm not taking any more orders or anything because the post office and just, you know, the energy of abundance is around us. You see, I'm going to keep all the blessings. I did this meditation today, right? So many things are so deep, but I'm going to show you the clothes. We're going to do a haul. Hey, Dwayne Glass. Hey. Dewana, I think it is. Um, Let me tell you, something happened today that I was doing this meditation, one Joe Dispenza inspired meditations. And it was very powerful. Instead of watching all the stuff that keeps me in a not the highest vibratory frequency, I decided to watch, just do more of the meditative stuff. And one of the meditations, the voice of Dr. Joe Dispenza, AI generated, said something in the video that in the meditation, like he said, ask the universe. So you do this whole clearing of your chakras and your energy centers. It's really wonderful. And then he says, ask the universe to delight you. So basically, ask the inner universe to send you things. Don't ask for anything because you are already the energy of those things, right? But ask the universe to delight you. In other words, surprise you. So now go out with that energy. So I felt like I kind of went out with the energy. I kept adjusting. If I felt myself getting negative, like Eric was asking me, we usually go for our errands. We do all these things. We go here, the post office, drop here, go to the market, whatever. He says, oh, you want to go here? So you need to go here because he knows the spots. And I was like, not today. What I was going to say was, oh, I don't have the money for that. Oh, my money is funny. I ain't got time for all that. But I didn't say any of that. I wanted to say it, but I would stop myself because I just kept saying, let the universe delight me. So I went and got my nuts and seeds. I couldn't get all the nuts and seeds, but I got what I needed. So that's even more important. I said to Eric, I said, because I guess he knows I wasn't getting a lot. I said, Eric, I'm gonna shop like a Ghanaian today, because Ghanaians buy what they need for the day. They don't necessarily go to the market and stock up. They don't usually have the money to do that. And so I just put myself in, instead of saying, well, I don't have as much today I'm shopping like the Ghanaians and getting what I need. And maybe I even brought something home, which was a delight from the universe. So I'm going to get my nuts and seeds, and not all of them, just my raisins and my pumpkin seeds. I couldn't get all, and I couldn't. Watch me work this out. So but it was still more than I thought it was. It was more than I never really asked the price before, but I guess now I'm like, oh, I gave her this, and it was like 40 CDs more. But prior to her packing up the nuts and seeds, it was just seeds and raisins. I said, universe, you're supposed to delight me. And I went into my one purse, and it was nothing in there. I was like, oh, well, I know the universe would delight me. I kind of laughed it off, and I dug into the bigger bag where I can't believe that there was money in there, but I'm not going to say that. And there was money in there, and it was 10 CDs over the amount that she asked for extra, because I didn't know the seeds and the nuts was costing that much. I was like, oh my God, universe delight me. And it just kind of worked out. Like it just kept working out that way. But I had to go to the seamstress. I tell you, somebody gifted me some fabric, and then I found this fabric in a suitcase that I got on now. It's kind of thinner fabric. I must have picked it up. Who knows? I got a suitcase that I've been having since Accra, the first apartment. So it probably was some fabric that I had. So I tell you, somebody had gifted me that flower print fabric that I made a jumpsuit. So she made that for me, and when I last saw her, I said, oh, I got this fabric. Um, I mean, whatever you could do with it, it's not that much fabric. She said, okay, I won't even charge you for it, but I'll do something nice. And I'm like, oh my God, look at this gift. This was a couple of days ago. Anyway, she says, oh, that dress is ready with the jumpsuit. She calls me. And from the jumpsuit, I had owed her 20 CDs, but I only had 10. And I said, oh, here's the 10. I will send Eric back to give you 10 more that I even have, right? So listen, I say that. And then I got to walk out the store and someone said, put your hands in your pocket. So I put an outfit on today that I don't know. I don't know when it got in there. I don't know if I had changed or something else. But anyway, I put my hand in my pocket. And I said, I don't know what made me do it because I'm getting ready to get on the motor to go back home. And the 10 CDs is in there. I said, look at Universe delighted me. And I said, oh, Miss Devine, I got the other 10. Here it is. And I mean, it might be small, y'all, but it just shows you that the universe can work with you. And a lot of times, the situation you be in, it makes you move towards other things that you said you were going to do. When you're actually too comfortable, meaning even having things, maybe kind of like a different kind of flow, but there's other things you keep saying you're gonna do, but you don't do it because you don't really have a reason to do it now. So like the reason, okay, so I went to the market, I said I got exactly what I needed and brought home some money, which wasn't, I mean, it was great, it was good, which was already telling me that if I can, I'm gonna soon not be having to go to the market at all, or not too much to buy too much, because I now know how to buy what I need and not all the extra. And that was a beautiful feeling. The other thing too, I know I got some cocoa yam on the land. I said, Eric, we gotta go to the farm, called the farm, and pick those cocoa yams that's already grown in the ground. And now I got more, and I kept thinking about, oh, I gotta call Ratsy to plant the sweet potatoes, because he said I don't have to buy the seedling, that we just go to the neighbors and ask for a piece of theirs and just plant it and that's it. And I thought, okay, let me call Ratsy. Like my mind is thinking about all the ways that I could eat. I could almost eliminate this bill, you know? And it wouldn't have came if I thought I would have, you know? And just seeing like all the blessings that's coming in. Sometimes you need that deficit so the Most High can fill it. Just keep that in mind. Hey, Renee, greetings. Sometimes you need that deficit. Sometimes you need that space. It's a space for creativity and it's a space for the universe to delight me. So I want to share that. If you feeling that money is funny or just things are not working out the way you want or things are changing, wake up, hold the vibration and say, universe, I want you to delight me. The universe, delight me today. And the miracles that happened. First day doing the meditation, did it twice, and I promise you, and then shifting your perspective and constantly watching your words. Okay, so this is the fabric I found in my suitcase, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I got the head wrap. So I got a head wrap underneath here that is so well done that I don't want to take it off to put this one on, so I just put it on top so you can see it. Again, this is a thinner material, I could feel it, but it was some leftover material and she didn't charge me to make it, so how about that? Universe delight me. And y'all, it is a caftan. She made it as a caftan, of course with pockets. I think it's so pretty. And besides that, okay, I had an outfit today. It's a green jumpsuit that I've gotten from the car. You've seen it before a few times. But my green day, I realized when it's Fridays, the green day, I don't always have a lot of green. I don't know if I have any other green. I have another green dress, but it's kind of big. I said, oh my, this is the perfect around the house, but also taking a walk in nature. And of course, what I love about my seamstress, oh my gosh, is her ability to look at the fabric and sew it in a way where it matches up, where she can actually show it. Oh, I think it's so simply pretty. I love it. 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 I feel royal. The lightness of the fabric is actually great for the weather. I mean, weather here is it's the overcast weather now, but I'm saying in general, like, I feel like a queen with the fabric that was in a suitcase that my seamstress said, let me just make you something from it. The blessings, changing that frequency. I'm doing it consistently. And you're not perfect, but we can continue to say, oh, did I say that? Am I thinking that? So I said, I just make up sense to myself. I'm not going to say to everyone I don't have money. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to get what I need. I'm just got my new things. I'm just shopping like a Ghanaian. I'm shopping like a Ghanaian. They go get exactly what they need and nothing more. And watch the blessings still pour in. And also, I think that desire for the things that you love, like I love new outfits, new clothes, especially, I told you, made stuff. And I was saying the other day that I love caftans and this and that. And look, I actually got a wonderful caftan with a beautiful head wrap. She always know I need a head tie. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the other outfit, which was the one that was gifted to me by the woman that sells the Togolese cloth. And I think she gets it from Togo, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna come out with that jumpsuit, and that's it for today. So, but isn't it beautiful? And I love that she did this kind of neckline for the caftan. I think it's so very traditional, like, and of course, like I said, she put pockets on mine. I don't know if you noticed too, it has the little slight split on the side, which is always a nice look. Love that part, makes it more comfortable. I love it. You just slip it over your head. Oh my God, let's go look at me. I know I gotta be on my couch. I'm not on my couch. We should be doing stuff from the couch. I love it. Okay, so if you're awake, I'm going to simply be, thank you, it's simply beautiful. Simply beautiful. I feel the same way, Renee. Like this fabric, because I'm cleaning out I told you I have a suitcase that I've been carrying from the first house apartment that I moved in 5 years ago. And I got little odds and ends, fabric that I bought, but it wasn't long enough for something, remnants of the cloth, let's say I made those Nigeria and or mud cloth pillows, cases that, that I have in the other apartment, and I got remnants of those, pieces of kente, like, and I looked at this and I said, oh, this is cute. And then I said, let me take this out. And I said, I'm gonna give it to her. See, she's like, oh, okay. So I just had it lying around the house, do what you want. She said, I'm gonna make you something I won't charge you. Because, I do a lot of business with my Seamstress. So look at that. I wanted to say, child, she don't even know. She don't even know right now. So a lot of your old stuff is beautiful. You got treasures. You got treasures that's hidden that you already have. Just a reminder. Okay, so we're gonna do the other one. Thank you. Good morning, Lakeisha. Lakeisha, your stuff is at the post office, and they're gonna call me when they send it, and I'll send you the receipt. So we will wait for their call, but at least it's on its way. At least it's in process. It's in progress and process. So, but yes. So I was telling them I found some fabric in my suitcase, and my seamstress made me a dress and didn't charge me. Didn't charge me. She made me a caftan. And I absolutely love it. It has pockets because she knows now. I don't never have to tell her. I told her once and now she got it. I said, put pockets and everything. Even if I forget to tell you. And she did, and I think that is a switch. I love it. Like, I want to wear it today. Like, I know I'm going to go for a walk today in it. Okay, let me do the garden outfit. Y'all know that beautiful fabric. I'm going to try that on and then we'll be done with the haul. Put it right here. All right, y'all. Another garden bush outfit. Wait, I'm gonna look at it too, but I'm gonna put on the head wrap. So I told you the last one, I did my head wrap and I like the way I did it today. So I didn't even take off the other head wrap, and I'm gonna do the same. We're gonna put it around this one. And then we're gonna look at the garden bush outfit. Yes. Garden bush outfit. Okay, head wrap around what we already got. Very simple. Just pretend the green's not there. Okay. I love this, absolutely love this fabric. It's the garden outfit. Yes, I'm about a garden line. We got to do a garden line. But we're not gonna sell it online. Okay, so, oh, the colors. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, so let me look in the mirror, y'all. Let me look in the mirror. This is my first time trying it on with y'all. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She got it down now. She got it down. I mean, how much can we, good. Now, garden outfit. This is when I know you've been going to the bush, do my gardening. So now I got 3. I got the original one, and then I got 2 of the African prints. This is a bag. This is just a very beautiful and dope fabric in general. Beautiful and dope. I think I can still, I gained the way I can still grow into it. It's pretty. Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, I knew that this was the bomb, but wow. And I know people are going to say, girl, that is too nice to be up in the garden. But, we're going to be in the garden. We're going to be in the garden. We're going to be in the garden, and we're going to be outside. This one, I don't know. I don't know, but I do know I love it. I love it. Let me say, jumpsuits with zippers is bomb. Like, it's because at least it's faster and easier to get in and out. Definitely why I choose these for the garden is because of the longer sleeves to protect you. This one, the other one was longer than the other, the way she made it, but this one she made it to standard. So what I want to tell her when she makes my jumpsuits, because I'm gonna have quite a few for the garden and the bush, we're gonna put a little, so we can snap it close, just so, when you want to go in the bush, you want to cover yourself, you like, good. I knew this fabric was bomb, but wow. I love this fabric. I love that woman's fabric. I love it. It's cute, huh? It's cute. Okay, y'all. Wow. If I could get this fabric, I'm gonna ask the Togolese woman, young lady, if she can get me some more of this one, because I'm just absolutely in love. Flowers, because let me just say, I want a caftan out of this. A caftan, and that would be it. I'm not gonna overdo it with the same fabric. Just give me a caftan, and I'll be happy. I can see a village dress would be actually cute too, because of with the thing. And I would do more of the boat neck, like lower boat neck, so it's kind of more, not off the shoulder, just slightly skirting that part. But yes, over here it's a little, I'm getting, I've been working out, so. Working out, oh, I love it, I love it. See, now if you just wanted to really, like you could sex it out, like you put on some high heel shoes, some nice heels. What? You want some nice heel? I got some nice belts. I'm just saying, if you wanted to do more fashiony too, but it's for the garden. I love it, y'all. I love it. I love it. This is my joy. Like when I was out today, and I was just like, okay, I gotta count my money. I gotta make sure I can eat. I just kept thinking, what brings you joy? What brings you joy? Of course, I love to buy I love food, my food, and I love healthy food, and that actually brings me joy. But the thing that brings me joy, without a doubt, is not just clothes or buying clothes. That's not it. I've been doing that since I was 14, had my first summer job, like I would buy clothes. I come from a house where, you like fashion, right? It's making clothes. It's buying fabric. I know. And I hope everybody find their passion like that. Buying fabric to make clothes. Why am I emotional? Buying fabric to make clothes. Buying the fabric is the passion part of it, and the outfit itself. And more importantly, making clothes for my lifestyle. I mean, really, I've always dressed for my lifestyle. When I worked at the art center, I'm sewing clothes that people were actually buying. So, and I was in taxis and coming and being in public and getting, those were the perfect clothes for that lifestyle. And now my lifestyle is that I'm in a village. I like to be in the garden. I gotta do some weeding and bush stuff, and um, this is for that lifestyle. The idea was neutral background so I could wear all the colorful stuff. So that's what I love. The furniture making, the decorating, and the clothes making. I told you I'm not buying clothes from anybody. I don't have to. I mean, you never know in life where else you be, but you might have to again. I don't have to. And I love that I'm finding my cloth. Two of the outfits, the last two, they were cloth I already had. I didn't even finish up there. I know that I got some more cloth probably in that suitcase, but I was putting something else in it. And this was sticking out and I pulled it out. But I might be more stuff up there. Like I love, this is what I love. Making stuff for my true lifestyle. And I wish the post office wasn't such a situation. And I think things will change, of course, I'll figure it out. Because I really would, somebody suggested like my garden line. Oh, I would absolutely, my garden and house line, like the caftans, of course you can wear them outside. There's no doubt about it. But I can definitely wear it in the house and then take a walk if I want, in the forest, still outside. So it's indoor outdoor wear, like an indoor outdoor design. If I like indoor outdoor design, then I should create clothing that are indoor outdoor design as well. And I just love it. Come, let's go see how I look in the garden. Let's go see what we look like in the garden. Now, I was thinking, I got those Crocs, but I wish I could design like some other kind of, well, you know what? Look, y'all. The blue boots are going to go, look at this, perfect. So I already got garden shoes, I gotta say that, this is it. The blue is just gonna go perfect with this one. Beautiful shoe. Okay, let's just go outside. Let's see how the garden's doing anyway. And my garden wear. So I can look like the flowers that I will be planting. And I gotta put my bed out here and chill out. Let's go get the bed. So let's see. Thank you, because it looks so pretty. Thank you. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. That's so pretty. Thank you. I love it. Thank you, Renee. Hey, Miss Burla. Love the new garden outfit. Thank you. They comment, like, share, and subscribe. Y'all, I'm going to say I'm going to put that bed out. It hasn't rained in a while. And we are on afrocentric design. So let's go get the bed. Another, you still got dust. Dang, is it collected dust like that? Did you see that? Oh yeah, it's a lot of dust. What is this? I wonder why. I wonder why. Why? It's a lot. That's shocking. out there. It's outside. It's the front door. It's been easy. It knows how to sit down. It's like, oh, I'm trained now. Like it knows where to sit. Go. You're not gonna move. There we go. But it's so dusty. Yeah, I'm gonna get a rag. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. We're now in the garden. Back there this day. I don't know if anybody else, whatever. We all go through our time, and it doesn't. They call it lean times, right? This is a lean time. I won't say that. We all go through our lean times, right? There's a couple of things that I've been thinking about. Like, we can have whatever we want, and we know this, right? But I feel like that's kind of like, in metaphysics, having whatever you want, it's such, everybody knows this so much that it's kind of, well, it's weird I'm going to say, it's kind of like old school, right? Because we've all gotten the things that we want, but we keep still coming back to wanting. We keep coming back to wanting more. So it doesn't seem like that's the end all be all. Like, I do think that gratitude is the truest happiness, because it reminds you of just how abundant you really are in so many ways. And that a lot of stuff you think you want, it's almost like we think it's going to make us happier, and that's almost like some ultimate happiness we're looking for. But it doesn't. There is an ultimate happiness. It's inside of us, no matter what the outside circumstances or conditions seem to be. Like, I get that. Like, I know that. Like, I feel that. And just the joy that I have, like the garden, like I just right now giving thanks, everybody, for what you got. I got this beautiful apartment. I got this other beautiful apartment. You know, but it's the minute we don't have all the money in the pocket or all the money in the bank, we start thinking in lack. And at least I have. And I got to remind myself, I'm so blessed. When I pulled this bed out, that's already here. I have that. I can, that fulfills me. The gazebo's already here. What am I looking for more money when I got all of this around me? So where's all my money? Look around you. It's in the chair you bought, the table you bought, the house or apartment that you live in, the pretty pots, the nice clothes. You have so much money. Look, you bought, it's right here. You just exchanged it for things. So you still actually have a lot of money. You just exchange it for things, but it's still the money. This all costs money. So you are rich. You have a lot, you know, and I could feel that energy, you know, that getting up, washing your face and your skin glowing. Like, I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, everything. I think about the ride that Eric lives next door, and that his aunt is a doctor, and she's looking over my paperwork. And, you know, thank you for the love. I'm so grateful for that. The chance to get up again. And when you get up, you're like, wow, universe is giving me another day to do something else, do it again, do it differently. Just be able to do it. Even if I do nothing, that's still another day to do that. And I mean this, like the gratefulness that I'm receiving. I think when you sometimes don't have what you're always used to having, first of all, you get bored with the same stuff that you're used to having. I think the universe is giving you another opportunity to really get down to what's important. And that is what I've been feeling these days. Like, oh my God, I really have what's important. And now it's important. And then now I got everything. And it's also making me think about length in general. Like, I don't need to spend all that at the market. And when it get down to it, I can buy the foods that I actually need and eat and grow all the rest. It's the growing that I feel like the universe is pushing me towards. It's like, grow your food, grow your food. You heard me say, okay, that continually that I told you, I got some out here, but my land is a little fresher. So, and it's the continually is mature, which means the cocoa yams are probably there. Cocoa yam is so delicious, y'all. And it's right on my land. I can pull that up. I can go, Eric's gonna come later, we're gonna go pull up the yams. And I got those. I'm gonna have more local bananas and sweet potatoes than ever if I wait a few months. I'm gonna grow my own sweet potatoes that we're gonna get free from the woman that's down the road that's already selling. That's already growing her own, just the seedling. Like it just. But if I had all that, if the money, I would not be thinking about that. I would be tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. So this is another thing too. I was watching. This a lot of it's a lot of videos on a lot of people that came to Ghana, and there's nothing wrong with this. They're leaving for many different reasons. It's mostly the same. Coming from a development. I'm talking about the diasporas, whether it's diasporas from U.S., Canada, the U.K., other parts of Europe, and they're like, oh, it's the infrastructure. One sister was told about, like, it's true, renting in Accra. If you don't really have a lot of money, then renting in Accra, you're gonna have the no water situation understood. You know what I'm saying? Um, the lights, of course, going on and off. That's just part of life. And she was like, I think this show should be better. Since you're returning all this money, they should fix stuff. And I'm gonna go to Jamaica and this and that, which is very similar actually, but. And then I see some people leaving Ghana, which I think if you don't like it, you should leave. Like I love that. I love that we have that option. We can live where we want, whatever we want. For those that have that option, everybody doesn't. But it really made me think. My birthday's coming. 58 years old. I don't know how to tell y'all this, but there really is no perfect place. You're going to have to make it work somewhere. I think I think social media's got us thinking, or maybe, Bob Marley made the song before social media. You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running, but you can't run away from yourself. This part, people might not want to hear this part of his line, but you must have done something wrong. You must have done something wrong. Why you can't find a place where you belong. To me, it's the something wrong. I want to just like open up. It just means within yourself. There is no perfect place. That's why when I think, it's not even realistic for me to think about moving not back home. That's not a perfect place, right? Nor is Ghana a perfect place, but it could be perfect for you. The challenges of life is everywhere. She's young, the woman at the video I was watching, she's a youngster, so, I get it, But when you get a certain age, I promise y'all, a person could come to Ghana. Some people right now be like, girl, you in Ghana, you so lucky you're not over here. There's people that come to Ghana and can't make it. Don't stay, or just it's too hard for them. You know what I'm saying? And or anywhere in the world. I think each individual person has to find that peace within themselves and say, I'm at a point in my life like settle somewhere, sis. Settle somewhere, sis. SSS. Settle somewhere, sis. It's all really the same. You can make it paradise because it starts in your mind, and you can make it hell, which also starts in the mind. The ups and downs of the lights going off over here, America got a whole bunch of other ups and downs. Then what you can start doing is start seeing why you're even here, what made you choose it. And then go deeper and realize why you are here, what's made you not just choose it, but like, why are you still here? I love the countryside. I love the quietness. I love the less expense. I love it because I mean it's like it's kind of perfect for the money that I'm not making like I used to make. So at least I can make it here. I can grow my own food. I love the countryside anyway already. I love the absolute weather. I love that I can make my clothes. You know, I know people would think like, oh, you missed the consistent running water. Honey, in America, but if you can't pay for that rent, you're gonna be out on the street. You ain't got no running water. You know, um, or they missed the lights not going off, the power. So I don't even have a choice to go back. But let's just say, so I would go back for that, but I would miss the inexpensiveness of food and the inexpensiveness of the rent, relatively speaking, of course. I would miss the total nature. I would miss the consistent, beautiful weather. I would miss that I could make my own clothes for pennies on a dollar. I would miss that I could be creative and have furniture made that I could. I don't want to say I could never. I will, because we're not talking the notes. But you think that's why I make me all this furniture? No, I got peace of mind. I don't get mail. I love that part. You know, it's just give thanks, y'all. There is no better place. The better place is inside. That's my speech for today. The better place is inside. Don't forget it. Look at me. I look like the garden. There's the garden, and here's the garden. Do you not love the garden? I love it. It's the little things and the joy they bring. So let's see. Hey, Leslie Jackson. Greetings to you. Uh, Renee says, ever wonder why African people do not have buttons on their sleeves? Answer, because they have nothing to hide. Oh, I love that one. Love that one. Beautiful. Nothing to hide. Beautiful. Yeah, yeah. And everything can work out because there's always a solution. If you keep yourself in the same place, mentally, physically, spiritually, I keep saying this a lot, but it begs to be said. Like, you never, you never grow. You never push yourself. You never know what more you can do. You never know what more you're made of. I think one of my things is I'm not gonna die. Like, I am gonna die, not reaching my fullest potential. I'm just saying everyone is. But I want to reach a potential greater than the one that I thought that I could go to. I want to reach a greater potential. And the resilience. What does resilience come from? It comes from challenges. And why is resilience why is it necessary? Because in the kind of way it keeps you alive. Because now you don't have to miss glorious opportunities because there's some level of hardness to it. Now you don't have to miss that. You could say, wow, that hardness is nothing compared to that sunrise when I got up that mountain. It was hard climbing that mountain, but my God, this sunrise, or this view, or this. I think what I've learned since being up here and being, not in a relationship, but up here is, and this is something that I don't think I ever really understood. I so enjoy my company. Um, I think in California, I used to be with myself a lot, and I was really learning and studying and self-mastering, right? So I needed all that time, and I enjoyed it because I had my daughter. So I was never really alone, but I was. I know she went to school, I came back, but when I wasn't with her, I was with myself, and I loved. When we were together, we were together. But this is a different self. There's no child that I'm having to take care of, and I love my time in this nature. I mean, this is going to be what I don't see myself moving from the country to the city. Not that I will never not have a apartment in the city. And who knows? Maybe there's no time for it. Maybe all of that is over. Maybe all of that is over. This idea of I want fancy. I want 5 cars and 3 homes and da 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 da. I did the 3 homes. It's hard. You wasted money because you never could be in all of them at the same time. So somebody's suffering. You paid for a year, but you ain't in one of them places for a year, but you paid 3 places for 3. So you might as well say you paid 3 years. it's an acclimation time. So when you're leaving one and going back to the other, it's like, oh my God, you got to come down. I feel like my body is craving for consistency and moment energy, being in the moment energy. That's what my body wants. And I could feel it. I wake up every day and I say, whatever, as I'm, figuring out what's going, happening in my body, I wake up every day and I say, but what a great place to heal. I'm in the best place to heal. And it may not be really nothing going on in my body. So far, so good. But either way, we're always healing. So I'm in the best place to heal. So we're going to give thanks for where we are. We're going to be grateful. And I noticed that too, when I don't monetarily have as much, I spiritually have so much more. It gives me a chance to fill up my spiritually empty bank with something new. I got to remember when you get money again, remember that you really just love the simplicity. That was the most important. And to do the things that's going to create a more simpler life. And that's gardening for me. Um, and that's doing, of course, the spiritual work. I love doing the spiritual work with y'all. Like, I love doing the videos. I love reflecting. I love sharing what I reflected. I realized I do have a passion for my work. I love the one-on-one consultations. I love them. There was a time I used to have so many, pans in the fire that I was just over it. Because I'm in a place where I feel like there's a there's a endless amount of knowledge, wisdom, and serenity and peace that I acquire by being here, just by living, waking, sleeping, and I can give that to people. I feel all the people that feel like I'm gonna go to another country, I'm gonna go to another country. If you're young, hey, you might need to do that. That's the other woman. She was here in Ghana, then she left and went to Tanzania, then she left and went to another South Africa, then she left and came here and said, it's not none of these things, okay? Because it's not a place. It's a place. So for me, I'll say, oh my God, but I think it's better to know you. I think it's better to be planted and be grounded because you'll see your seeds that you plant grow and bear fruit. But I can tell you this literally. When I had the apartment and a car back here, so I have the plants will be beautiful in a crop because I'm there. As soon as I leave, nobody's gonna take care of your plants like you do. They didn't grow. They died. Come here, plants be great before I left. Here was a little more miraculous. Come back here and dang. Unless it was a dry season, they were dry. But dang, you come back in the wet season, everything be growing. I feel like life needs your attention. So give it your attention. And there's always a solution. I know I said it because there's always a solution. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. The light thing was the biggest thing. That was the power. The power. Oh my God, the power. The town has lights and the power. And when I'm supposed to run a business with this power. And the young man comes and says, I could just hook us up to the town because I'm hooked up to the town. I'll hook you up to the town. She will leave too soon because. And then I remember the young lady. She was like, when I realized when I come to Ghana, I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna live in the nice high rises and the da 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 da, and we still can be unhappy. I don't like it either. Um, but there's always a way. There's always a way, and maybe Accra taught me that to pay all that money to not have those things, I'd rather go to the countryside. I'd rather go to the countryside where I do have water. The water is coming from the ground, and there's plenty of it. Some of y'all was thinking like, oh, I'm going to go to town because the town got lights and everybody has warming. You do not want to do that. You got a great life right back here. They said half these places will say, oh, yeah, we got a poly tank. Yes, it's connected, and it's not. because the water does go off in town, and the water goes off. If we were relying on the water in town, oh my God, even us, people back in these places, not let's say next door, maybe they don't even, they're not even on the grid like that. They literally fetch their water and they go without the lights. Especially town lights. I mean, this town water goes off all the time. That's what I want to tell you. The lights doesn't, but the water does. And to be with a landlord that actually really has a whole poly tank that's hooked up and paid for the borehole, they like, girl, that's a blessing. So I got N amount of water unless the power goes off. So now we fix the power. It doesn't have to go off. It go off for a few seconds and it comes back now. I mean, just I would like us to do this. Like, go through your life and find 5 things that you're not pretending to be happy about or grateful about that you are. The water's big in Ghana. Now the electricity being on, okay, we solved that. I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for that the landlord not being here. Everybody told me this when I was in the car too. If you find a great landlord in Ghana, you are blessed. They said a lot of times, I know I should tell you, the landlord will come into your apartment when you go in and go through your things. I don't know what they're looking for. I heard that from Accra to here. I got a landlord that he stands outside the gate to call me when I'm in the house. He does not walk and open that gate, the gazebo. He's not even here like everybody was saying. He's not even here. He kind of left you to do your own thing. You don't have to ask him, can I build this? Can I do that? Can I do that? You can just do whatever you want. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that push come to shove and the dollar, whatever, they ain't had no more money. I bet I would eat, especially having a farm and having other people that farm as well. You know, a lot of them will tell you they never not ate now. They ate because there's always food and there's always farm and there's always a way to grow something. And just learning that. So I'm grateful for this gazebo. It's really pretty and it's amazing. It's like an extension to the house, so you don't never really have to be in. I'm grateful that if the lights went off again for a long time, at least you outside and the weather is permitting you. Luckily, it didn't rain that much those days. It rained only at night. That was a blessing too. It's a blessing the way that worked out. So anyway, thank you for listening. I know I'm on my attitude of gratitude, but I'm grateful for this outfit, honey. And this is not the material right here. This one got to leave something to it. Okay, we're done. Happiness is not it's not in stuff. That's right. That's right. Yes, it's not in stuff. And then just even the stuff you do have, like that's the money. Where's all the money? Look, it's in the plant that you bought. You know, let's look about these plants before we go. I just want to say, I noticed something, and I'm going to show you. This plant right here, I moved it too because remember it was getting too much water in the other corner, and I'll tell you that the soil was mud, and that means the roots was drenched. So I haven't watered it for days because even it's still wet, okay? It's still wet. But that's coming. It's standing straighter because it's getting a chance, and it hasn't rained in a while, so it's getting a chance to absorb the water that's already there. I love that. I feel like I said, it's all metaphor, like the water that's already there. Greetings, sister. Hey, that all of that is already here. That everything you need is already here, even the water to grow the plant. You don't need no more water. This piece that broke off, this is the leaf of life, no roots or anything. Put it inside and it's standing firm, and that's also very wet soil. I say this one, they get dry all the time, but that's good. These should dry out. Now this one look like it ain't gonna make it this time. I don't pulled it up in the pot, in the ground, in the pot, in the ground, in the pot, in the ground, and guess what? I know that it's gonna come back. All the dead ones will die, and the life will come back. This is another one. Definitely mud. It was mud thing. It hasn't rained a few days. Thank you, Creator. So it's just living off the water that's there. It's gonna thrive. This one's looking great. I just gotta take out those weeds. I didn't put anything in this one. I notice a lot of times the soil they'll put these pieces of tile in it. So I'm just suspecting it's giving something. But this one's actually drying, so that's good. I'm gonna use that for something. Pothos. I told you I'm gonna make the pothos be the trailing plant. I already let you know that. We'll make it through it. Force, by force, as they say. This the boko that's working. This the boko that's working. The other one. This one, you know what? I don't know what's going on. She going through it. She going through it, but she hanging in there. So we gonna just understand that's what's up. But something is biting my. Ooh, something comes in here at night and be eating the vegetables. It's pissing me off. Certain ones they do. This one been they ate this one been, and now where's the other ones? They took them off. They're eating. I think so. I don't know. I can say for sure. I guess they don't like the way this one tastes. These are growing. You can see this flower. Is it gonna come? And this one got the flower now coming too. This one drinks a lot of water. It dries fast, but it's still moist. And a lot of new ones are coming too. Doing very well. This one is doing well as well. You know, it's got a little stuff here and there, but I mean, I think it's standing straight up, so it's happy, right? What's the other leaf of life? But they're not eating this one. They're not eating this one. It's gorgeous though. And this one is doing great. Let me see. Oh, I was going to say, you're going to give me a new one? And it said yes. I'm going to give you a new one right there. This is the avocado. I know it's like if you squint real there, it's coming. Look, that's the avocado. I planted that. It's slow coming, but it's coming. It's coming. I got a weed. Got my garden outfit on. I can weed. This is the butterfly pea. I think it's doing good. This one I'll put over here. So give me a chance. Let me give me a chance. Let me give you a chance. I know. This one. Yeah, this one, I don't even know what to say. I think it'll be better. Oh wait, I see a new one. Patience. New one right there. Sorry. See, I was going negative. I wasn't really gonna go negative, but it sounded like I was. So I'm going negative. Let's look at this one. This one, I told you. It gives the most beautiful red flowers, and I'm sure it'll come in due time. And this one's going to give some beautiful yellow flowers, and it's growing a lot. Yeah, it does make you gotta have a lot of patience. I've noticed that this the snake plant, mop the floors. It is just, the parts, standing straight is strong. This is definitely taller than it was. These were this was the old ones that still won't die. They're strong. They may have got a little beaten up. So I got the paint on it. I'm going to wipe you off, baby. But the ones that are staying, they're even staying, but these are all new. Very nice. And the aloe, see aloe, what you doing? Okay, you thick inside. You want it thick because if it's got too much water, I notice, it won't give you that thick gel. So it's a replant. Look, it's a new one here. Brand new baby over here. If you see new growth, you got to keep going, right? And this one, what can we say? Constant. I really want to go on the land. I gotta get my boots in. So now outside, y'all, and this one, I'm sorry, I don't want this one to feel like I'm not giving no attention. This is looking so good. It's like standing. Just need to know. This one is beautiful. Now I ain't seen no flowers yet, but don't matter. It's growing. It's gorgeous. That one, I don't know if it make it. We just gonna pray. Yes, the kid said, Jane Porter, you are right. Yes. Now outside, y'all. See this outfit, I ain't want nobody to see it yet. I'm not ready to wear it. I'm not really wearing it there. Let's go see what we got. If I say I'm gonna cut this off and don't do it, this one came out. Welcome. I know it's rough out here, huh? Yeah, the rough way to go. I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna do some gardening since I got the garden outfit on. Now, what are you? Now you gonna mess up your weeds. Look at all these weeds. Y'all, I need y'all not to be around my flowers, okay? But it's coming. And this one, I know this is part of this one, isn't it? Did I put this in here? I don't know. I think I did. Okay, I know. Lemongrass is bye. Lemongrass is like bye. Bye bye. Lemongrass, I'm gonna keep watering you because I already know. I ain't scared. Boko trying to say bye too, but we're not gonna let it because I can see the flowers are gonna come. And that's okay if it dies because look, let's see. Let's see. Okay, what is going on here? I think them damn chickens better not be messing with my food. Look at that, it's falling off. I'm still gonna keep it because it's strong right here. Very, very strong. It'll come back. It'll come back. And this wheatgrass, this lemongrass is like, whatever. This one I think, how it dries out so fast. I watered it yesterday. This one I think I'm gonna have to, yeah. I think we better let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let that come though. I'm gonna let that come. I'm gonna let this go. I think it's more to come. This is that one. Wait a second. What happened? Oh, this is it. Is that the one that's coming? Yeah, it is. I could feel it. Okay, that's the one that's coming. And this one is really coming. Wow. More and more. Universe, delight me. And this one is coming from the root, and this is new. Let the new come. Let the old die. Universe, delight me. Go look at this thing. This thing with the chemicals on it. How we doing? Chemicals. Yeah, chemicals is making this thing light, but I still smell the chemicals, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait it out. We're gonna wait it out. Now, I think in order for it to have the cocoa yams on the contumely, is now what happened to you? What happened? I never saw that. Doesn't that look weird? I wonder if there's cocoa yam down there, but I think they gotta be very mature, the leaves. Oh, what's going on over here? I swear to God, Eric, you better not be putting no paint over here. What's going on? I mean, not that there's a new one coming. Not that I eat these. I don't eat these because I know that the landlord, he used to spray, but he been stopped spraying. Why is everybody looking unhappy? Is this too much water? I mean, I can't deal with it. I mean, this is the ground, so you just, you mind your business and let it happen. So I don't even mess with this. But look at this beautiful. I heard this is medicine, and it just grows everywhere. It's absolutely gorgeous too. It's a weed. They take a weed, but it's beautiful. See now that little gray one, yeah, this is what we're about to do. This is what we're about to do. Let me make sure. Let me look at it. I might pull this whole thing up from the root and put it in that empty pot that I have. I'm very much considering it. It's very pretty. They would think I'm weird because it's a weed to them. I gotta figure out what y'all. No, I wonder if it's them damn chemicals. Rachi said he put a lot. But I'm not gonna do. But I'm gonna do bamboo furniture. But if we can't preserve it naturally, I don't want to do it anymore. I feel like the chemicals is not worth it. I'm being a part of the problem, and I wonder if these greens are just even being affected by the chemicals that's way over there. Because this whiteness is, yeah, I would not be surprised. I wouldn't eat nothing from this ground. Sorry, between him and me, but I ain't gonna do that no more. Now this is the lemon tree. And it's growing a lot. The lemon tree is growing a lot. Look at all the new leaves, the lighter leaves. Oh my gosh. I'll wait for the lemons. I might eat those. Might eat those. And here's the contumely. Yeah, this one's further away and that one is too. I bet that one's affected by the chemicals. No more chemicals. Not for me. If they get bamboo in then. We can't preserve without chemicals and I promise that. I already thought about it today. He put a lot of chemicals on it. That thing turning so light. Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna do it. I promise. This is a promise to y'all. No more chemicals. Who knows? It could be affecting my kidneys. Cause that stuff be powerful in the wrong way. No more chemicals. That is a promise. So if Rachi can't treat it somewhere else, I don't want it anymore. I just want you to know that. Okay. Yes. All right, ladies. I'm going to go and put on, because I ain't wearing this yet. It's not supposed to be worn. Put on my caftan, and I'm going to make something to eat, because it's lunchtime, yes. I'm going to make something to eat. I bought a few things. Oh, these are the planters I bought. Oh, they got to be made today. Dang. The ones Eric picked. I got to make them today, and I will. Raisins, and so we're gonna make us something to eat, and no more chemicals. I feel really bad about it. I feel like I don't like it. It's not a good feeling. Anyway, I love y'all though, and I want to thank you so much for allowing me to come to y'all and show you my fit. And I'm gonna put on my caftan. I'm going to ask the Most High to forgive me for ever even dealing with the chemicals, because I really do think, I wonder if that is what is has been affecting me, but I don't think we should, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right to destroy the earth. I mean, that affects our water too. Everything's in the ground. I thought about all of that the other day. I was like, you're doing this to yourself. Plus, you're putting other people in harm as well. And if somebody else was over there and they had them chemicals and they leave furniture out, I would be complaining to the landlord. I just want to live right, y'all. And I just feel really like it hurts me to put knowing that these chemicals are destroying things. It hurts me. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be a part of it. If Ratty makes something, if he can't use the chemicals somewhere else, but I don't want to use it all. I'm just gonna. There's a way to do it. They don't want to do it. It's to cut it during. It's the full moon or new moon. I think it's the full moon, and I cut it around 4 a.m. And that actually keeps that sweetness from going inside of the bamboo. So you cut it and you use it. And we're not gonna do it the indigenous way. I'm not gonna participate anymore. So that's my last piece of furniture, unless. I mean, like I could say, well, you could do it in your space. I don't want it done anywhere. I don't want to be a part of it. So if you don't want to do it on the full moon, cut it on that day at 4 a.m., then we're not going to do it. I'll look it up and get you the exact time, but that's the natural way. Have a beautiful day. Love, Lady Diaries. Thank you. I'm going to change that. I gotta, how you going to win if you ain't right within? And it ain't right. And I don't like it, and I can see that those leaves is being affected by that shit. And that's the water right over there. I mean, I know that the landlord was spraying before. I did see that the grass was sprayed. But he's not doing it. He ain't do that in years because he's not around. But I don't have to add to it. So, but my place, nobody sprays. They ain't never sprayed. They call it because it's sava. You don't have to. They don't spray. And that's why everything's so grow. You see over there where my land is, you see how it's so bushy grows. You notice that we ain't getting that bushy here, because if you don't see a lot of bushiness, that means people are spraying. I know that the people at the pastors, that's his property, his business. I saw them come with the spray. And that's chemicals. Some of the farms, let's say everything in Africa, or let's say in Accra, in Ghana is not organic, because they're pushing the farmers, they're giving it to the farmers. The agri companies are giving it to them. And the farmers like it because they're yielding faster, crops faster, and probably more. But it's destructive. They never used to grow with that. You couldn't afford it. And then who do you think is funding? Oh, you're going to give us free fertilizer? It's not free. Mr. Gates and the rest of them. Do you get what I'm saying? When they want to give you for free, why would you want to help us like that? That's why on my farm it's purely organic. I need to stop going to the markets anyway, because a lot of this stuff are not organic. The only good thing about here, at least they're very local, because even Accra, all of that food in Accra that we buy, the vegetables, the fruits, they're coming from here. They're coming from the countryside. Now that's just the truth. So you got local. I heard that some of the farmers know that their chemicals are so bad that they, for sale, they'll use the chemicals, but for themselves, they grow it out. But the chemicals, it's hard to separate it. They even say that in America, right? You get organic vegetables, but it's grown not too far from the pesticide vegetables. But I'm not going to be a part of the problem. I feel really bad. I hope God will forgive me and my karma won't be so bad for using chemicals for the furniture. I hope that. Pray for me. They're not helping. They're manipulating. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. They know they're doing that too. They know it. And the people just love it. They think it's so great. You hear Eric talk about the rice, but I gotta get the chemicals for the rice. I'll never buy rice here. All the rice is chemical, because that's how they grow it, because that's how they kill the weeds and the da-da-da-da. There's so many other ways. I don't know, like, luckily my friend got it. She went to a place called Winchi, I think it's Winchi, Ghana, and she learned organic farming. It was a 6-week course, and you lived there, and you have to learn it. They're teaching them, the ones that have it, but that's unfortunately, just like in the States when organic was slow and then it grew, it's few and far between. I'm not gonna be a part of the problem. It's the same way in the States. It's hard to tell organic from not exactly, even if they say it. And like you said, if your organic is grown next to the non-organic, the pesticide, then how organic, right? And if it's in the soil, it takes years, I heard, for the soil to go back to being organic after not spraying. But I would give mine. Mine obviously ain't that. Mine is definitely ain't got no pesticides on that land because it's all growing back already. Before it's back to a bush again, and you want that. That's what you want. And he said that his mom just used to do the cassava. You didn't need to spray for the cassava, so yeah. Let me just get over it. That I'm part of the problem with the chemicals. I wrote some damn chemicals. And I know it messed up them greens. It's that damn thing. Because when Ratty sprays, that spray get all over the place too. But the fact that it's going into the ground, so what am I going to eat over there? I ain't eat nothing over there. But I did it. One thing about the contumely, you would think the person planted it. They didn't plant it. Contumely is so much contumely in Ghana that just like the bokoboko of it just flies and grows and it just lands there. But I'm not going to be part of the problem. That is the last piece of furniture that I will ever chemicalize. I will not participate in that, and I will make something better. I'll go plant some trees somewhere else for some other people so that I can balance my karma. And it's funny, in America, most of the furniture we use and carpets, they all chemicalized. They all got chemicals. We just get it in America, it's all fresh and nicely packaged, right? So we don't really see the effect of the chemicals in everything. I mean, the towels that we buy are chemical. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And it's something to think about. This is another thing that I'm not going to participate in. I've already decided this. If the woman that cleans my clothes, she don't like it, oh well. I'm not buying the soap powder. I'm not buying the stuff from the stores. It's chemicals. I didn't use it in the States because we had the alternative. We had 7th generation. We had other alternatives. I'm going to tell her she can just wash the clothes with the black soap. And then I'm going to find some place to get the borax and the baking soda, mix those together. That's your soap powder right there. Then you can have fragrances like clove oils. They got fresh clove, actually. I can grind the clove and I can put the clove inside, and there you have. Yeah, I think it was borax and baking soda. I'm almost sure that was the powder. And then you added the rest. And yeah, maybe a little salt. I'm not sure about the salt, but I got the recipe. I will make the powder. Now she said that if you use rainwater on the clothes instead of the tap water, the powder and the soap takes to it better, and it's just better for the clothes. I will catch the rainwater on the side of the house. That man is bringing his little rainwater catcher, put it on the side of that place that I'm renting. That's over for him. I'm gonna put my own container over there, and we're gonna catch the water. So when a woman comes to clean, she'll have rainwater, and I'm gonna hand her the black soap because they use a bar soap, and they use the soap powder, and I'm gonna handle the soap powder I made. And I know there's a place in Accra that can deliver it that sells the borax, because I saw it. And the baking powder soda, you can get that from anywhere. Baking soda, so of course it's baking soda, yeah. And my linen clothes, I don't even let them wash it. I'm gonna wash it myself. I'm gonna soak it in the black soap, liquefied, of course, and then I could teach them how to wash that one too. Matter of fact, if I use an all natural, then they can wash it in the. But it's time to be about it, and not just talk about it. I feel so bad about that chemicals and the furniture. It's got to be out there for it's deep. And Roger said he put extra. So it's deep when it takes a whole week for the smell to go away. I just tell you how bad it is. So we're gonna do better. All right, y'all. Thank you for supporting me. I love you with all my heart, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.